it working? Hi! Good Maranatha evening, everyone. I have no idea if this is working yet. I'm waiting for somebody to pop into the chat and say hello and let me know if this is working, because it's been a while since I've had a live stream. It's been, I hate to admit, about a month and a half. I'm testing out a remote. Oh, it's working. Hi, Gloria. Hi. I hope you can hear me. I have an app that I downloaded that works with this streaming software that I'm supposed to be able to control this from my phone. So on my computer, I have the election coverage over on one side of the screen, and then I've got the chat in the middle, and then I'm trying to watch what's going, if I'm taking a picture of my head or the floor or what I'm, yes, okay, we have people coming in. Great, awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna switch the screen in a little bit, turn on the volume for the election coverage. It was looking pretty dismal at first. I will admit, when I first started watching the coverage at about 6 o'clock, me and my grandmother were having dinner and everything, and it wasn't looking good. But then things kind of started looking like they were turning around, but it is still too early to tell. Hi, Gloria, Candy, Slim, hello, Candy, Nancy, oh my goodness. Well, I'm glad it worked out tonight because I've been fiddling with this. So I don't know how well you'll be able to hear the coverage on my Xfinity, but let's play around with this and see if I can switch, because I'm using this as my remote. Let's see. Hi, Avan. Hey. Let's see if I can switch screens, and then I can sit in this chair right here and chat with you and then show you my election coverage. Yeah, I'm getting things fixed. Okay, so screen share. Bear with me, I have to like fix some stuff. Okay, I think I have this figured out. Just make it bigger. There we go. And then I should be able to turn the volume on.
We kind of House. Well, and Planet House isn't spinning the way Democrats want. No, I didn't try either. And just, but it's doing a little better than the Planet Senate is.
Get my microphone where you can hear me.
It means, well, judges are going to keep getting confirmed for the president if they continue, and if they increase the margin.
Only thing is, now I can't see the chat, so I have no idea what you're saying.
Well, if Republicans make their margin bigger,
let me turn the volume down a little.
Who are in the Donald Trump mold or believe with him, that means some of those things that didn't pass in the last Congress might pass in this one. And that really then throws it to the House.
Okay, so they're saying Governor Tennessee, 51% of the votes are in. It's looking 67% Bill Lee Republican on that one. Connecticut, looking like it's only 3.4% is in, so we really can't say on that one. House seat 5. Florida. Oh, it's going for to the Democrat. She's the incumbent, Stephanie Murphy.
We keep saying that, but the night is early. It's only 9 o'clock.
I got my water here.
That's not early for me.
This is early. We're going to be here until 2.
And I have Kool-Aid. Drinking the Kool-Aid tonight, apparently.
That the president, even members of his own party, when Dan Senor was here this morning, he said that, Paul Ryan had called the president and said, Mr. President, maybe you should talk about economy.
I still want to know what you guys are saying in the chat. That's the only thing I don't like.
What we're seeing so far,
I need to get out like a tablet computer so I can have that going so I can see what you're saying. All right.
Scaring people. That seems to be working.
Oh, they're talking about fear. Interesting.
We've talked about this before. Voters don't typically reward incumbents during a midterm, right? It's when they're outraged, when they're angry, when they're scared that they come out and they cast their vote, which is maybe why the president has focused so much on immigration this time around.
One of the key storylines tonight we have been following is the Year of the Woman, and we now have
Year of the Woman.
Current female incumbents in the Senate have won re-election. Let's go through them. In Wisconsin, Senator Tammy Baldwin is the winner there. In Michigan, Senator Debbie Stabenow. We're calling that a toss-up, but there we have her in that state. And in New York, Senator Kirsten Gillibrand is the winner in the great state.
No men running in that one. New York.
Minnesota, Senator Amy Klobuchar. And again, just because it's got that 0 there, we do have additional data that is allowing us to project that Amy Klobuchar Klobuchar will win.
They're projecting a winner at 0%. Oh gosh.
CBS News has a projection there that Senator Joe Manchin has won in the state of West.
So they'll have commercials, and when they switch to commercials, I'll turn it off and we can chat.
To vote in favor of Kavanaugh, Joe Manchin knows his constituents.
In the reddest state in the country. Sure. Yeah. I wonder what he'll do now if the.
Wish I could see the. I bet I could switch to on my phone back and forth between. I bet I could see the chat on my phone. Let me try it. So want to know what you're saying. See if this is even working. Oh, it is working. My picture looks so weird. Oh my goodness. Oh, there you guys are. Awesome.
Sort of the next Joe Manchin.
We'll be checking on that race in just a moment in Arizona because that is a key race. We're going to take a look too at Texas.
Okay.
Ted Cruz is battling.
I can see now.
Political life. All that coming.
I know. I can't go to sleep right now either, Candy, because. Oh gosh, I hear myself. I got to turn off the volume on my phone. Wait a second. All right, we can turn the commercials off. Let's do that. This is a little clunky, but it'll work. Bear with me. So now let's switch back. I can see the chat on whatchamacallit. Okay, I'm just learning this. Streamlabs, remote control, me in the chat. There we go. There it is, sort of. There it is. Ha! Okay, I can stand for this part. Okay. So I should be able to see it in a second. Only new chats are going to show up. Oh my gosh, hey Kay! So this is just completely informal, just hang out. I don't have anything formal planned at all. I am, like I said before, just testing out this Streamlabs remote control to be able to change things, kind of sit back away from the computer and be able to switch between screens. It's kind of fancy, but free. That's good. Good to see you all. So what do you guys think of this? Do you think we're going to lose too many seats? Do you think that we got this thing in the bag? I'm really not sure yet. I'm not sure. Oh, I love you too, Kay. I love you all. I'm just not sure. I'm praying and hoping that we got this thing in the bag. It just seems like a really tight race to me. Like, for example, the Florida governor. At first they were, showing all these counties down South Florida, Miami-Dade and all these, and it really looked like Gillum was going to get it, the Democrat running for Florida. And then I drive home from my grandmother's house, and now it looks like DeSantis is going to get it, but we'll see. We'll see. Hit the like button. Yes, like and subscribe. All the ones I saw on the screen seem to be Democrats for the Senate. Yeah, it looked pretty dismal there for a little bit, but I don't know, it seems to be turning around little by little. Bill Lee, Republican governor from Tennessee, won. Awesome, awesome. Okay, looks like they're coming back around to coverage, so let's switch over. Okay, here. Let's see. I have to turn on the volume. Unfortunately, I have to make the screen big to even see the mute button.
There, the current estimate we have leaning towards the Republican Senator Ted Cruz. You may remember President Trump called him Lion Ted Cruz. Yes. Then he called him Beautiful.
Oh, this is a really big one right here, guys and gals. This is where all the money went. Is this race right here?
Well, we're here at the Cruz Watch campaign here, and they're eagerly trying to see the numbers that are coming in on various TV sets that are set around here. All the polls have closed here in Texas. The state's so big, we have 2 time zones. Everything is closed finally in El Paso. There was a little glitch here in Harris County, which is where Ted Cruz lives. There was a glitch because 9 polling locations opened late, so a judge basically ordered that those polling locations had to remain open an extra hour because Harris County, the largest county in the state, wasn't allowed basically to release their votes until after those polls closed. So now
that makes sense, right?
People here at the Cruz party are getting a little bit anxious. We're gonna
see what I can see here on the chat from my phone.
A lot of energy, of course, in this race. For the other side of the race, let's go to Adriana Diaz, who's in El Paso, covering Beto O'Rourke.
Let me know if you guys can hear the. Oh, hey, Seek Jesus.
His supporters are here and they are energized. Word is spreading that Harris County polls, some of them, as you mentioned, Omar, stayed open late. And I spoke to a Sarah.
Candy says praying Republicans do well, but wondering what the Democrats will do, win or lose. Yeah. Go Cruz. I sure hope Cruz wins. Me too, Nancy. Abian, it seems to me, and I hope me talking over this isn't, you know, like too much mumbling, but it seems to me that we're not going to have all the results, but we're going to have a pretty good idea by midnight tonight. But some of this could take days and weeks, especially counting all the California votes. So I'm like holding up my microphone and talking into it. Lots of speculation. Yes, lots of speculation. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to be on for hours. I have to go to bed here soon, but I wanted to say, hey, all right, let me turn this off. Let's mute the commercials. Okay. All right. I can leave them up. So, oh, I love you too. Giant ibuprofen, Atus. I know. I'm worried about this. I mean, I won't lie. I'm worried. Is Fox, Kay said red is looking good. Let me see if I can get Fox to pull up. I didn't see that they were, like there was anything on Fox right this second. Did I go past it? Okay, where is it? Oh, yeah, it's Lethal Weapon right now. They don't have anything. It's kind of strange. You'd think on election night that Fox would have. Make it big screen, see. Yeah, they're not. They're going to do news at 10, Fox 35. That's like local news, though. So that's why I have CBS pulled up. Let's go back to CBS, election night coverage. I'm really disappointed. Fox needs to step it up. They probably have YouTube videos they're releasing all evening. I a lot of times look at their YouTube channel. So, all right. So it's still commercials. God is in control. That's right, Gloria. Nancy says it's only 6:22 here in Oregon, so we'll have to wait a while. Maybe we can get a sooner result. Yeah. Yeah, you'll be able to stay up long enough to know what happens, probably. There will be some areas we just won't know for days, but oh my gosh, they elected Pocahontas again. Tracy. Elizabeth Warren, she said. RSBN. Okay. Looks like we're back on. Oh, I think Bernie Sanders got elected. And he voted, or he ran as an independent. I thought that was really interesting. He, to me, just does not really seem like a true independent. He's like a socialist. All right, here we go.
All the numbers to bring you the latest data. Let's take a quick look at the Florida governor's race.
Florida governor's race.
Confident about taking this race, even predicting it might be by a few points. Well,
wow. Okay, right now we're still Ron DeSantis.
Good,
that's good.
According to CBS News estimates,
98% in.
To say which way this race is going. Now, some of our CBS stations will be leaving us for a few minutes to report more on local
Pocahontas.
But for those of you staying with us, we'll be right back. You're watching Election Night right here on CBS.
I think they're going to commercials again. Seems like they've had a lot of commercials tonight. They really have.
Park, where we have a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles at a price you'll love.
Okay. There we go. Gloria's, she's not versed in what these candidates endorse. Tracy, yep, old faux Pocahontas got elected again. Faux instead of Poe. That's cute. That's really cute. Oh, man. Sarah Sanders is talking now on Fox. Why can't I pull up Fox News? I don't know. You must be in a different time zone? I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. I don't get that here. So, yeah, they're playing local programming right now. So. Tracy says she's 1 and 1,024th thrilled about it. Oh, I saw a hilarious meme on Facebook about Elizabeth Warren, and it was showing, like, it was a picture of a hand, just a hand, and on the hand was a mosquito, and the mosquito was biting the person. And the meme said, and just like that, Elizabeth Warren's Indian blood is gone. That was really good. That was pretty funny. All right, we're here again. Let's turn it up and see what they have to say.
Is in the lead here, but as you can see by those numbers at the very bottom, it is close.
It's a close
50-50 match right now with 88% reporting. It's got about a 50,000 vote lead right now.
Yeah, that's actually jumped up a little bit. We also want to show you the results for Senate. Also, Republican candidate Rick Scott with the lead again. That just jumped up over Democrat incumbent Bill Nelson. 3.9 million to 3.8 million. Still very close race.
Could be an interesting evening.
Same time zone, Kay. I don't know what it is then. Just different programming in different areas, I guess.
The big screen for us, Justin.
92.5%.
I don't have fancy cable. I have like
jumped up to 93% of
the low end stuff that came with my internet.
So let's look at a little bit closer margin here. 50.4 for Governor Rick Scott at this point. 49.6.
Look at that. Look at all that red.
Bill Nelson, the incumbent. So
that's good.
When you look at this 93% of precincts reporting, you have a few counties,
that's a lot of red,
including Palm Beach County, which is majority blue, and Broward County and Miami-Dade County when it comes to votes that could be left, that could go in the favor of the Democrats. But we're running out of time. If you're
running out of time,
a Gillum or a Scott, or rather a Nelson supporter, you are running out of time. Now let's take a look at the race for governor. 49.9 for Ron DeSantis, 48.9 for Andrew Gillum. Again, the same counties, those precincts are still coming in. We're watching this very closely and keeping one of the last two governor's races here in the state.
I'm so glad to have you guys here tonight.
And 66,000 votes.
This is great.
So we're getting right around that.
I'm going to play around with doing a live stream on one of my lunch breaks too. It's not going to be formal, but it'll be fun.
States proposed constitutional amendments have passed. Amendment 3 would ban new casinos unless a statewide voter referendum approves them, and voters have said yes to that.
Amendment 4 would restore the voting rights of most nonviolent felons after they have served their sentences. And if you take a look, Florida, you passed it with 64%.
I voted no on that.
Amendment 12 has also passed. It bans public officials from taking paid lobbying jobs until 6 years after they have completed their public service. That one receiving 79% of the vote.
Rare when we see 80% of Floridians agreeing on anything, as you can see in these other races. Amendment 13. This one would ban Greyhound racing in the state. Supporters call it cruel.
I voted no on that because I'm not for a lot of government regulation. I kind of left my personal opinions out of it and voted against regulating something that I don't feel like the government should get involved in.
We've said it's very amazing that people can agree on those amendments, but not so much on the people they're voting for.
Attorney General.
Ken Bondi is term limited as Attorney General. Looks like Republican Ashley Moody will be replacing her.
All right, we will
Okay.
now rejoin CBS Election Coverage.
There was the
Our
local
News 6
stuff.
Results 2018 webcast continues all night over at Click Orlando.
Oh, Pennsylvania went blue. Aw, yeah, I love red too, Kay. Kay says her state's blue too. Connecticut, right? They've been blue for a while. All right, here we go.
At the decision desk here, you see it right behind Anthony. We're talking about a lot at this hour. Anthony, breaking news, and what a surprise.
Breaking news.
Two very, very tight races here.
Yeah, it wouldn't be an election night without something like this. You know, in Florida, here's the thing. We've got tight races, and we haven't made a projection yet, neither one of them. The biggest reason is we're waiting for what we think are a few more votes.
Almost 100,000 votes ahead. That's big because 98% are in. So he pretty much, I'm going to project Ron DeSantis won.
If that comes in as we expect,
he can't catch up. All of the southern counties have already been voted or been counted. So.
But let me underscore this: that 98% in is based on our trend lines of turnout. Now, if there's a lot more votes still to come in, well, that number could go even higher.
Oh, okay.
So that's an estimate.
Well, I'm still going to predict or project.
Okay. Let's talk about Texas a little bit. We've been talking about the big Senate race there, Beto O'Rourke on the Democratic side, and also Ted
Oh,
Cruz.
this is a big one. Here we go.
You are leaning
Texas.
Republican in Texas. How much? You're talking about a very popular governor, Greg Abbott, who obviously
Governor.
won re-election.
Yes.
How much of this is a down ballot effect from Abbott?
Well, there's definitely a split right now between the Democratic vote for governor and what Beto O'Rourke is getting. He's sort of keeping right behind.
Here's the Senate one that we were talking about earlier. O'Rourke. This one's still scary, huh?
Would be Democratic governor, the losing candidate.
This guy had a super PAC. This O'Rourke guy. He had unlimited funds for campaigning.
There are some areas around Houston that we're watching carefully. A couple of counties where we think. I think there could be still 900,000 votes still to count. So we're going to watch that carefully. No projection here yet.
There's one district we watch very carefully in Texas.
Texas is so conservative. How can they vote Democrat?
A Republican district ever since it was created. It's where George H.W. Bush, the president, lives now. John Culberson has held that seat for a long time. Got a big challenge from Lizzie Fletcher. Where are we now?
Yeah, you see this 9,000 vote difference. Now,
yeah, red is Republican, blue is Democrat. So, because they won't tell you.
Hang on and pick up. This is one of those indicators. It's one of those suburban districts. That area has been diversifying too. It's the kind of
the elephant are the Republicans and the donkey,
I still expect this is a long
the Democrat.
before we get the rest of this county.
There's a lot of really vulgar jokes made about that. Really vulgar jokes.
The Texas seventh.
Well, exactly. Some of the more affluent suburbs throughout the country, and we're watching them from New Jersey all the way out to California as we get later into the night. What we're going to do is look for those patterns, like you just saw, and see if that can tell us where this House race is heading. Right now, if the Democrats were to pick up districts like that, it would be a good sign for them.
Okay, Anthony, we'll see you again very soon. Right now, back to the desk here, guys.
All right, Jeff and Anthony, thank you so much. And as we are now looking at this at 9:30 at night, the Democrats had hoped to sort of wrap up a number of victories in the House, to sort of put them on a way to a wave and taking back the House of Representatives. They thought maybe we could hold some seats in the Senate, and it looks like they're having a difficult early night.
Well, that's right. They were looking for those robust canaries in the coal mine, the ones that really looked like they were reaching into Trump territory, and that has yet to happen. They've picked up the easy seats. Texas 7 even.
I'm so glad.
That's a district that Hillary Clinton won. So again,
Uh-oh.
that's not
Really?
in that second tier or third
Have
tier
they really?
more difficult seats that Democrats need to pick up. So it has yet to happen yet where we have said this is a seat.
They've gained House control? How do we know that already?
Something that's difficult from Republicans. So maybe that's ahead.
There are still many results to come in, but when you want to get an early indication. It's not looking the way that many Democrats thought that it was going to go at this particular point in the evening.
Yeah, it is so interesting. Such a red state as Texas, and so much focus on the Beto Cruz race. I spent time with both nominees and candidates, and they have differing standpoints as to what's going to bring them to victory.
2 more
Ted
seats.
Cruz really jumped on this Trump derangement syndrome. That
Yeah, they did. It too soon. They did. They said to the very bitter end that they were going to win. Look at this. This is like only 20-something thousand votes.
38% saying healthcare, but 32% saying immigration. Those 3/4 of those.
Yeah, California is going to definitely have an impact.
While healthcare was the winning issue for Democrats, you have a lot of voters coming out on immigration in
the West.
state. We also have Anthony Mason, who's been pouring into these exit polls. And Anthony, tell us what you've learned.
We want to look at a
Those last moments, yeah, I too soon. The best was if you were watching the women from The View that, oh, what's her name? I can't think of her name with this going on, but, oh, Joy Behar. She, I mean, she just went into complete meltdown mode. It was funny.
12%. If this holds, this will be the highest percentage
Hi,
ever
Devona.
for Hispanic voters. So how are they voting? Well, they're voting 69%
We're just hanging out.
Democratic. That's interesting because it's up 7 points from 4 years ago.
Miss you too.
So they're a bigger part of the electorate, and they're going stronger for Democrats. Nora Gale?
All right, Anthony Mason.
Hispanic voters.
Really kicks off this discussion. Leslie Sanchez joins us now, CBS News contributor as well. I know you've been involved and talked to many people in these races. Talk about that Hispanic vote in particular. I'm just looking at those exit polls too in Texas, which is 40% Hispanic, which is why Democrats think it could be a purple state. That is doing very well there, winning Hispanics 63 to 36%.
I like to flip that, Nora, when I think about how can Republicans win. When you're talking about a state that's very red, it was about 1994, the last time the Democrats ever won statewide office, was when Republicans figured out if they could get 30 to 35% of the Hispanic vote, they could win down ballot.
Yeah.
And basically, if you're seeing that measure at 35, ticking upwards of 40, even former Senator Kay Bailey Hutchison were getting 50, 52, 53%. You do see support, especially in the southwestern states.
But less than 40% of Texans identify as Hispanic or Latino.
They are. Well, they're Mexican Americans. So you're talking about area that used to be
But
Mexican.
they don't identify as that.
Think about where the border is and how it's moved back and forth. So there's a very different sentiment than perhaps California, even in Arizona or Nevada, anywhere along the U.S.-Mexico border. So this is a state that is fundamentally conservative. The economics are conservative.
And both candidates have appealed to the Latino vote, and obviously talking about different issues going after.
Both Latino candidates.
Yes.
Could argue that.
And many times speaking Spanish, opening their big conferences out there. And
Love you too, Devona.
Exactly. The difference with Texas is they don't run on ethnic identity. They run on.
It totally is a distraction because I have to know what happens with this.
Politics, which is a little different than other states.
Then I'll be able to go back to normal life.
Texas and
Way to multitask, Devona. A2 Sassoon says. Yeah, you know what? I think Jesus, he was political. Somebody made a comment. Let me turn this down. Actually, I can just mute it right here. There we go. How about that? That's easier than the way I've been doing it. Duh. Somebody made a comment on one of my previous videos about, this upcoming election and everything, and how God made borders for countries, not man. When God told Abraham about Israel, it wasn't, oh, the whole world is Israel, or oh, it's this, or it's a global thing. No, he set boundaries for the country of Israel, this great nation that would be. And small as it is, it still has boundaries, and those were God-ordained boundaries. So we're not meant to be a global society, global citizens, as some of the left will say that there's this shift towards globalism. I don't think that was the way it was meant to be. There's a very specific reason. It's like trying to mix vinegar and water together. Vinegar and oil, they don't mix. So there's a reason that you have to have different countries. So, okay. All right. I'll get off my soapbox now.
There are actually incredible pickup opportunities for Democrats there, thanks to a federal court ruling that redrew the lines in a way that made them much more favorable for Democrats. Look at Pennsylvania 5, 6, and 7 right now. These are districts all around Greater Philadelphia.
Mary Gay Scanlon,
Democrat Mary Gay
and
Scanlon
Pearl
is leading
Kim.
in the 5th district. Chrissy Houlihan from the 6th district is an Air Force veteran and a former sneaker executive who decided to run for the House last year. And in the 7th, this
Hi,
is another
Gloria.
open seat where a Republican is retiring. Republican Marty Noffstein is an Olympic.
Yeah, I'll probably go for another 5 minutes, and then I have to get to bed. I have to get up really early tomorrow for work. So, which everything's going good there. So, it's going good. It's just busy.
Right, and there were a record number of women who made it through the primaries and are running today. 238 women, most of them Democrats, 186 of them Democrats, and the party was able to...
I know, Tracy. It makes you wonder. They're basing it off of historical trends.
These Democratic women were angry about the 2016 outcome. They thought that a woman was going to be
globalism is a big no.
She lost to Donald Trump,
I agree,
a candidate that a lot of these women in particular did not like. And so that's why you're seeing this huge wave of women. We have 84 women in the House right now. If women have a great night in Pennsylvania and around the country, we could crack 100 by the end of the night.
There are 18 congressional seats in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania, all of them currently held by men. So tonight, no matter what, it looks like women will win at least some of them.
Well, and you'll see the history made there in Arizona as well in the Senate race, which women won for your first, female senator in Arizona. Anthony Salvanto, if you're listening right now, I know you're over at the decision desk. What are you seeing as far as the House overall at this point?
Yeah, we're definitely walking a fine line right here. This is tight. You know, for me,
he's a busy man there at the decision desk.
For me, this really. Hi, Patricia. Hey, this boils down to. I think this is kind of a canary in the coal mine kind of situation. We're gonna find out at this point in the game if there are more of us or more of them. And I hate to put it that way, but what I mean by us and them is how many people out there have conservative values. That's what this country is bounded on. So how many of those are left that are getting out? I mean, because if you have good, solid conservative values, you can't deny that this election is critical. So, we'll see.
As Anthony said, Democrats are still, despite only getting some of the low-hanging fruit, they are still on track to take back the House of Representatives. What does that tell us?
Well, it tells us, A, that there was a lot of low-hanging fruit.
Get comfortable. Settle in.
It's the worst map for them since 1930.
Precisely, that's right. So, and, the president, not all the House districts are great for the president, and so there was low-hanging fruit, there were a lot of open seats, not great districts, a lot of attractive candidates. You would chop up these groups, but you're right, college-educated, suburban women, these are the groups that the campaigns themselves targeted. If you're one of these groups and you're out there watching, you think, well, that's a little crass talking about us in this way, but this is the way the campaigns do it, and this is how we know that
thank you.
districts vote the way there are correlations between.
You're sweet. Thank you,
Atus. In the last few
Atus.
days of the campaign, the president said very reluctantly that it looks like his party might not win the House, and he said, and if that happens, he will just have to deal with it. It seemed, his tone seemed to have changed during the last few days. That we might lose the
Kids
House,
are good.
Okay,
Their kids are really good. Oh my goodness, growing like weeds.
The last time the president didn't lose the House was 2002, which was George W. Bush.
Levi's going to need speech therapy. Here, I'll pause it for a second. For his 2-year-old visit at the doctor said that he could use speech therapy. So he's just not really saying much yet, although this week he did have a new word. He is trying. So it's not like he isn't trying. He's definitely getting more and more interested in talking. He's ready to potty train, but he can't really communicate yet. So in that way, he's not really ready. And then Ava is in kindergarten, and I just had a parent-teacher conference. She's doing really, really great. I mean, honestly. So everybody's good.
O'Rourke is is trending just below where he would need to be to tie up this race.
Oh, this is for the Senate in Texas. O'Rourke. Yeah, he's only 2, so I'm not really that concerned about it, but I am going to try to take him. Do I do sign language? No.
We're going to take a harder look at it, but that's where we are, Jeff.
I wish I would have started that from the beginning because I think it would have been really helpful, especially since he's a boy. Boys tend to be less verbal than girls. But my brother was almost 3 or 4 before he really started talking, and then he was talking in full-on sentences. So, all right, let's see what we got here. Current estimate for Missouri Senate, only 21% is in, so we really don't know. New Jersey, 51% in for Senate. They're projecting Menendez. North Dakota, 9% in for Senate, and they're calling it a toss-up.
It's difficult to count some of the votes from some of the Native American communities there, but Democrats will tell you this was one of their toughest.
Yeah, Candy, I think it would. He points to things he wants. I'm encouraging him to talk, but he takes me by the hand and he leads me around where he wants me to go and points and. So he's been kind of spoiled is really what it is. Okay, it's a toss-up still. It's for Georgia governor.
As we're waiting for a number of votes to come in from the state of Georgia, we do know Stacey Abrams has been outperforming even what Hillary Clinton did among white voters in that state of Georgia. We'll get the latest there. Also, we'll find out what's happening in the state of Missouri. Lots more to talk about here. Stay with us on CBS. This is Election Night coverage 2018.
Election. All right. So let's mute that. We don't need to see that. All right. Well, folks, I think I'm going to close it down for the night. Let me see if I can get my remote back up here. Just a minute. Okay, here we go. Got my remote. All right. Well, thank you all for joining me. I don't know how many were here tonight, but for those of you that were here, it looked like a small little crowd. A lot of people are probably already asleep. We'll know more by the morning. It's looking good for the Florida governor race. I was super concerned about that because Florida is one of the last, as far as I know, we're one of the last states that don't have a state income tax. And a lot of people like to come to live here because of it. Our tourism industry really does kind of foot the bill. So it's like, it's not like we really need to impose yet another tax. I'm not for big government. So people that were out voting for this Andrew Gillum guy, a lot of them as Democrats, they probably didn't even realize that that could happen if he got in. But if he wins, we could see that state income tax and corporate taxes would be raised like an exorbitant percentage, like 40, 50%, something crazy like that. We could basically kiss our raises goodbye, and then also more of the income that we're already making would be sayonara. So, and it pretty much probably to pay for entitlements. Not sure about that, what it would actually go towards, maybe schools, I'm not sure. But it seems to me that we can learn to live on less. There's a lot of waste in government, so it would be nice to focus more on those kind of things. So, but this has been fun. I think that now that I'm getting the hang of this is something I could do every once in a while. I'm trying to get into the hang of making more videos. It's definitely challenging with work and kids and everything else, but it's something I really enjoy. I really enjoy making these videos and just keeping my finger on the pulse of Bible prophecy. And I definitely think what's going on with this election is prophetic. I haven't really talked about that tonight. It's prophetic because in the event that we lose control of, parts of the you know, the government to the Democrat side, it's prophetic. And if we don't, it's prophetic too, because I think it would just further polarize our nation. It's already very polarized. People are just, you know, even within my own family, I get called an extremist. Just, you know, just in the past few days, because I posed the question to my family, like, who is John Galt? And it started this whole thing of Atlas Shrugged, and they're like, oh, you know, what are you, a conspiracy theorist, and this, that, and the other. And I'm just like, so because someone has a different opinion than you automatically attack and basically name call. Calling someone an extremist is name calling. I'm really not so much offended by it, but I just don't understand why it's okay for them and not for us. It's okay for people who are very liberal leaning to say things like that and be very hateful towards us conservatives and really try to push our voice down, but we can't say a word about them, or we're extremists. So anyway, let's see this really quick. Let's see what this is.
Believe him that Hawley has joined other attorneys general in the rest of the
Kansas City, Missouri, on November 2nd. I think they're talking about the rallies that were held and everything. Cape Girardeau last night.
There has been no give on either side. Nobody's been gaining. Nobody's pulling away. This, despite the fact that President Trump has come here on many occasions to stump for Josh Hawley, and Senator McCaskill that says that that's just how much Trump would like to see.
Missouri, there you go. I mean, toss up. Only 24% of the vote is in for Senate seat.
Pointed out, those who thought healthcare was the most important issue, they are trending towards McCaskill. However, she is also being heard, just like in Indiana, for her vote against Brett
See if they have anything really important to say before we sign off for the night.
For that in a contentious hearing there, we're going to have much more ahead.
Okay.
CBS News, it's almost
Oops,
10 o'clock, which
wrong
means
button.
more poll closing, more results. Straight ahead, you're on CBS.
Sorry about that. I'm a classic button pusher. Chief button pusher around here. All right, everybody. Well, have a lovely evening. And, you know, I'm going to have something to say tomorrow because there will be more news and more things going on. If you haven't seen my video from earlier today, a lot of it is just talking about hour by hour kind of what to expect tonight. But there were some interesting little pieces of from a news article and things like that, too, that you may want to check out. But join me tomorrow. I'll cover some of the headlines that are coming in as we find out more information. So that ought to be really interesting. I can't wait to find out more. So, all right. Well, have a lovely evening, everyone. See you later. Bye. Bye.